technology. I'm telling you, I am not a proponent of it because it's only going to be used for evil. I can tell you that right now.
As a citizen of the United States, I would like to give my interpretation of the Natural-Born Citizens Clause of the United States Constitution. It is my firm belief that the Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution for us citizens to interpret for ourselves.
No, but what are you saying about
because the Constitution is nothing but a list of restrictions on the government and rights of the people. Now, why would I give the criminal the law and ask him to interpret it and tell me if he broke it? This is what we do when we ask the government to interpret the Constitution for us. We are supposed to interpret it for ourselves, and we are supposed to enforce it against them. The Natural-Born Citizens Clause of the United States Constitution was written to keep foreign influence out of the White House.
I mean, most technology comes initially from I would say
technology. Oh my God!
Right,
from
innovation from war.
To ensure that the president or the vice presidential candidate holds allegiance to America and America alone. I find it very telling and very troubling that people like Mark Levin, who is supposed to be a constitutional scholar, doesn't know the very basic principle of the
War games.
Natural-Born Citizens Clause, and will actually say something like he hasn't investigated it. In saying that Ted Cruz
They're going to go into the battlefield
and AI could
he also said in the same sentence that he hadn't investigated it.
For AI.
Right. Okay. So this is the way I see it working, and I've seen this. I feel like in history is that you have a innocent use for a certain technology, right? And they sell it to you where, hey, for example, this will fold your laundry faster. Or, hey, this will help you get your homework done better. Mm-hmm. Or, hey, this one's going to allow you not to get killed in the field of battle because it's going to do the killing for you. All right, great. And then what ends up happening is it gets integrated into our society and then becomes part of our everyday use. The problem I have is when you have something that has the ability to think on its own and have access instantaneously to data, like all data that's stored on a server that has access to, now you have something that has the ability to think way faster than a human being, has information that no human being can possibly possess, and make its own decisions. How does that not fucking frighten you?
It doesn't.
It's a very simple concept. And for people like Mark Levin to actually say that the Natural-Born Citizens Clause is not defined in the Constitution is kind of a lie in itself.
The people we need to fear is ourselves, because we're the ones who are going to give the ability of these machines to do it. Now, you said something about think for yourself.
The Founding Fathers themselves.
What happens
this should
when
be a
that
big
debate
clue to
actually
anybody
comes
who
up?
has
Is the machine
the
alive?
IQ of a turnip.
I don't know, but I hope that you're not the one debating it.
I mean, think about what that's going to do to all of our ideas of religion since the beginning.
Well, wait a minute. What do you define as alive?
Exactly.
Or
No, I'm asking
scratch
you.
the Natural-Born Citizens Clause altogether, they themselves would not have been eligible.
I don't know. Like, what does it mean? When I say alive, I'm not talking about...
Are you qualified to talk about
I'm talking about having consciousness. Does the machine...
They wrote the Natural-Born Citizens Clause, then they immediately exempted themselves.
Are you military?
They should tell anybody that's because they were not natural-born citizens.
Can we even believe in gods anymore? Because
we went through the purpose of the clause.
Just talking to himself right now.
Why the Founding Fathers put it in.
Talking to me. Yeah.
Now, the Founding Fathers used
it's not nice,
natural-born
actually. Hold up, Mike. It's not nice to tell me to play.
Judge, I'm sorry that this
when Nick is in the one playing level. I'm trying to have
why you think you don't understand technology doesn't mean the whole world doesn't understand technology.
Nick, I'm sorry that I
get
so much, but I can actually have a normal conversation with you. Your ability to not fucking lecture to me.
So what I was going to say is that
in the Founding Fathers' eyes,
I don't think
or
you're
in the
not qualified to
Constitution's
define
eyes,
what's alive. I think
then why didn't they
what is
just use the word
alive, I
citizen
think by
again?
definition, is something that is
It would have been
natural,
easy. You
that
just write
is
citizen in.
born,
Once
lives,
again,
and dies. I think that's
they
what
did not.
alive is.
They
Okay,
chose
when you have
natural
technology
born, which
and you
means
give
it
it
has to be
consciousness,
different.
that doesn't make it alive. That just takes the
Much
reins off
different.
its decision-making process. That's
The
it.
term
At the end of the day,
citizen
if the battery
could
dies,
mean
it's not
actually
operating,
one of
right? You can
about
actually
four
have it die
categories.
and then come back to life
You can
as
be
soon
a
as you charge it
citizen
up.
of
That's not the
America,
definition of
repair
alive.
and that
What if it can
means
repair itself? What if it
that
can
you
come up
could
But that
have
doesn't
been
make it alive.
naturalized.
That doesn't make it alive.
That
It's still, at the end of the
means
day,
why
it's
that
wires,
you can be a
boards,
dual citizen.
connectivity. It's not alive. It's a machine.
There are different
Aren't we
types
that?
of citizens.
No, we're
Oh,
living.
shit.
We're actually
Natural
Oh
working.
born
shit! Nick
citizen
and me
has
agree.
its own
Oh
definition,
fuck!
as a
Who
dual
done
citizen
this?
does,
we
as
don't
a
use
naturalized
plastic
Nick, we
citizen
agreed
does.
just now.
They're not
What does
all
it
the
make you
same,
feel?
and they are
Did
not
it make you feel tingly?
interchangeable,
But,
as some
you know, I mean,
try
Did it
to
make you
say
feel
they
tingly,
are.
Nick?
I
I felt
actually
tingly.
have
Are you
people
trying to
that
derail this
think, yes, they
conversation,
tell
Dutch?
me
No,
they
I
actually
just agreed
think
with him.
that
Can we just
two
Okay.
take this
illegal
moment to
aliens
just
come into
accept the
this
fact that
country,
Nick and I
have
agree
a
on something?
child,
All right,
and
ready?
that
Here, we'll
child
give you this
falls under
moment
the
to
natural
Yes.
born
to
citizen's
bathe
Thank
in
you.
it.
law.
Ready? You ready?
I
Are
actually
you
didn't hear what Dutch
crazy?
even said, so I don't know what
No,
I'm
You're
because
reacting
you're a
to.
nuts.
dick and you don't listen to
There's
No, I
no
just
fucking
don't
way
listen
that
to
All
you.
right,
that
here
women.
we
is
go.
true
Okay.
Here's
whatsoever
your moment,
at all.
Dutch.
I pulled a gender card.
You actually believe that the founding fathers wanted two illegal aliens to come into this country,
That's
drop
actually a
a
good
kid who could
song.
then
I
become
like it.
the president
I
or
like
vice
it.
president of the United States? Do you
Thank
All
you.
right,
honestly
well,
believe that? You
all
need
right,
to read the
no idea.
Constitution
I'm sure
again.
you don't, though.
Again,
That's asking Dutch.
I have
No,
always
now you're gonna
considered
ask me
myself
something. No,
constitutionalist.
don't
I've always
just
registered as an
continue talking,
independent.
Nick.
I don't
Okay,
fall for the
anyways,
Now we're
two-party,
just
I don't
it's
know.
interjecting.
their
That's
fault
what I mean by I don't
drama.
know.
I
That's
think
what I'm
both of
saying
y'all are
is
at fault.
right now
big
it's
time.
easy for us just to say, okay, humans are alive,
But
dogs are alive, cats are
The
alive,
natural born
because
citizens
we're not
clause
really challenged on it.
is,
But when we
I
create
think,
something which can
self-explanatory.
think, learn, have a
To
consciousness,
anybody to try to think that
we feel emotions. I
these
mean, for
terms
us,
are
what are emotions?
interchangeable
Nothing more than
is
just chemical reactions.
absolutely
Correct,
crazy.
but a living
Crazy.
thing is a living
It's
thing,
nuts.
which is alive.
Get a dictionary and
An
look up the
artificial
different
thing,
terms.
an artificial thing is not alive.
Because they're different. Wow. The Founding Fathers took their definition of a natural-born citizen from Vattel's Law of Nations. Some of the Founding Fathers were actually known to carry Vattel's Law of Nations. This is where they got it from. So anybody can go and look this up. A natural-born citizen is not the same as a citizen, it's not the same as a dual citizen, it's not the same as a naturalized citizen, it's not the same as a generalized citizen. It's a specific term meeting specific qualifications. Now, if you want allegiance to America, and you want a citizen of America, to say that two illegals can come here, drop a kid, and he's a natural-born citizen is way beyond anybody's comprehensive thinking. This is way outside. I don't understand how any conservative could think this way. To be a naturalized American citizen, you have to be born on American soil of two. Both of your parents have to be citizens. Citizens does not mean
roughly 10 years. It's about a decade ahead of what we actually know.
Citizens does not mean
the great example is
naturalized
the stealth fighter, which was
citizens.
flying around in
It means
1979.
citizens.
You know,
That means
now it's
both of your
commonplace, but
parents
we
are
didn't know about it.
citizens by no
But your question
legislation
about
whatsoever.
blood,
That means your parents are not
I mean, what does blood do? Blood,
immigrants that
oxygen,
came here,
We don't know.
and all of a sudden now they are qualified to have a child in the White House. This is absolutely ridiculous to think that you had the Founding Fathers they're rolling over in their graves. See, after I told you the intent of the Natural Born Citizens Clause was to keep foreign influence out of the White House. Do you know it was actually British influence they didn't want in the White House? Do you know that if you look into a bunghole's background, his supposed daddy, who was from Kenya, I'm not saying he was from Kenya, I said his father, supposed, reported father, was from Kenya. At Kenya at the time, is
For example,
British
tiny blood
rule.
vessels in the brain.
British law
Listen.
says
I will do
that
a
if
reading
you are
on you. Maybe that will
born
help
of a
you.
British
Computer
subject,
program, which would
Yes,
shuffle
then
the cards
you
for
you probably
are a
can.
British
So you're
subject
telling,
upon birth.
okay,
You
let's
can
go
do
with it.
everything.
So
Right?
at the
No, let's
time,
go with
right
this. We're gonna
now,
talk about
we
something
have a
else.
British
Mommy tell you
subject
that?
in the
They
White
can
House,
do
and the
anything.
founding
Tarot
fathers
cards.
are
Can
spinning in their
AI read
graves.
tarot cards?
Obongo
Yes, they
pulled this
can.
shit.
That means
Got
AI
away
can
Yes,
with
they
predict
it
the
can.
so
future,
Are
far.
you
right?
kidding me?
Yes, they can.
I think he's going to get caught. I
Okay.
hope I see him
I stand
go to
corrected then,
trial
yeah.
Isn't
So I
isn't
think
the
for
future just
the
a repeated
falsified
pattern?
identification
Isn't
that
the
he had
future
presented
just
to
a
this
repeated
tarot
country.
cards and can predict the future.
Obongo isn't who
Us
he
humans
told you he is. Obongo is actually Barry Sotoro, using a stolen social security number, using a falsified selective service card. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's just a criminal. It's in the Natural Born Citizens Clause. I asked before, do we let the criminal interpret the law and tell us if he broke the law when he stole something from us? No, we don't. So why as citizens do we ask the government if they violated the Constitution against us? Shouldn't we be nudging each other? Shouldn't we be asking each other? No. What we have is we have supposed constitutional scholars like Mark Levin lying to America.
For example,
Well, then,
I find it
AI
quite
write a poem about
telling
Dutchie right now.
that this supposed constitutional scholar doesn't grasp
I
the
don't
very
understand.
Can you
simple
input
I don't
concept
parameters
understand
into
how
that?
you don't see.
Natural Born Citizens Clause to keep foreign